Hi, welcome to the channel. Welcome back. Today we're doing an overview for the Astro signs. So I'm going to kick off with Aries, being the first sign of the zodiac. And this is the overview for the month of May. So what are you going to tell me for the month of May? 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's quickly have a look. Okay, there's some changes coming up I can see. Right. So for you, Aries, we're kicking off the month with things starting to change. Changes will come in quite fast. You're not a person who sits around very much. You're a person that's always on the go. There's a lot of energy there. And you don't like, you're a bit impatient. You don't like waiting for things either. If you can do it, you'd rather just do it yourself and get it done with. You're a popular person. People like you. So you're starting off the month in May really well. Like I said, there are changes coming in though, okay? And the changes are backed up again by the Major Arcana card, the Fool. That's new adventures, new travels, new things coming in. So the changes that are coming in, okay, will be something new. There won't be the things that you usually do. There's an adventure coming, something that you're starting, and it's a change from what you usually do, like I said. Also with the Knight of Rods, because of the positive energy of the wands, it's coming in quite quickly. So by the second week, you should already be aware of what this new thing is, even if it's only at the idea stage, but it's coming. Okay, so we know that that's within the first 2 weeks that's going to be started, or you're going to have it. Now on the third week, I do see some limitations. There are also some jealous people around you, so just be careful. If you do think of something new that you want to just try and go into, even if you're just trying it out, be careful of letting other people know your plans, okay? Because the Five of Swords tells me that if a person can take your idea, just like that person's taking their swords and they don't know nothing about it, they'll use whatever information you give them to their own advantage. So there is someone around you that I wouldn't say you couldn't trust, but you can't trust them completely. Let's put it that way, because they will use whatever you give them for their own advantage. So they may decide to do it first, and then that thing that you thought of, you're not going to want to do. Okay? Now, if you don't, by the end of the month, you're going to be in no man's land, because you've got the Two of Swords there, which means the decision needs to be made. You won't be able to make it properly because of what's gone on here. If somebody else does something first, it's quite off-putting, isn't it? Especially when it's your idea. But this is saying that you're not going to want to fall out with them. You're not going to want to take them to task, and you're going to pretend you didn't see it, and because the blindfold is around that person's eyes, you're going to stick your head in the sand. So it's better to have prevention rather than the cure. So you do have to be wary about what ideas you're going to tell people, what you're going to thinking of doing. But like I said, there are changes coming in. The changes will start to arrive in the first 2 weeks of May, whether that's a thought of you want to implement something or whether that's you actually implementing it, I couldn't tell you. But there is changes coming, and they're, like I said, they're new adventures, and it may even involve a little bit of travel. I'm not saying abroad, because it's the Knight of Rods, and the Knight of Rods isn't the abroad card, but it is the travel up and down to and from. Okay, so it involves some sort of travel, but like I said, it's something new. But you do have to watch who you tell around you, because if you don't, they will take the idea, and then you don't want to confront them. It's going to cause you anxiety. You're just going to want to put your head in the sand, but you're not going to enjoy whatever this new adventure was, because this person has beaten you to it. Okay, so it's a bit like, instead of experiencing it first, you're experiencing it like sloppy seconds, is what I'm saying. All right, so that's your overview for May. Like I said, it starts off really positive. Just be careful of people around you, that you don't give them too much information, and then you'll be fine. If you don't, like I said, at the end of the month, you're going to wish you bit your tongue because you're not going to want to confront them. But you won't enjoy that experience as well as you might have done. So if you like the reading, give me a like, give me a love, give me a thumbs up, follow, subscribe, do the thing, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.